everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to bring you a little bit of a review. I haven't done one of these for a while, but I've been asked a few questions. When is my next survival in the tin challenge? Sort of coming over there. So yes, I do have that one which I need to walk down a mountain's way. It's just going to wait for the right time and that sort of stuff, and there's a few variables I need to consider before I do that one. But I just went to my survival kit box only sort of yesterday, and I dug out this box which was just here. So I can't give the exact name of it on top of my head because I've just scanned through orders going back to 2016 on my phone. But I think I bought it from a different Amazon account, not through the UK Survival account. And I tried to pull off the name of it. The company which I bought it from was called Yumay Emergency. Yumay was the company. It's not actually the brand of the tin. I tried pulling back the sticker just to see if I can actually work it out. And it says something like brilliant is the first word. So there'll be a picture up here now to say exactly what the company is if you want to get this yourself. I think I paid $9.99 for it, and I looked at it. It seemed to be a fairly sort of, not robust, I wouldn't say robust, I'll say complete. There's two different things there. You see there's complete and there's combust, as in worth actually taking. You can get a complete survival kit for hardly anything, but is it going to be good enough to survive out in the wilderness? That's what these tests are all about. Survival in the tin's all about. But I thought I'll show you what's inside this content, and then we'll go back out with the woods in the next few days and give this a little test and actually put it through its paces. So there's enough waffle. Let's start opening up. Right, so we'll open this up now. And we can take a first glimpse actually what we've got inside there. So the first thing we can see when we open it up is a emergency survival blanket. So if we take into consideration of Dave Canterbury's 10 C's, which we'll put just up here, a little list coming all the way down the screen now. The top 5 things is cordage, cover, combustion, container, and cutting implement. Yeah. So they are the main sort of things. So we've got a cover, haven't we? So this one's already got a cover, and you can't grumble with a survival blanket really. Many of the tins I open up never have any cover inside them. So I'm trying to find some sort of natural shelter which I can just use straight away. I think I spotted something just here, and which could be quite helpful. I think you can see it, I can't. So, but this looks, I think, yeah, it's a holly tree. I'm always relying on building a cover and keep myself warm with fire. At least this one, yes, I can wrap this thing up with me. As long as I'm warm already, this will work. Then we've got a little bit of literature sort of coming on here. So we've got the company name, who actually said thank you very much. His company is Yumay_services at 163.com. Okay, so we'll put that up on here. We'll put it over there, and we've also got some literature how to use a couple of things inside the things with fire steels and fire bellows. So we'll get to those in a bit more detail as we go through. Right, so the next thing when we open it up, on the very top of the kit is the fishing kit. So this one's not a very combustible sort of I keep saying combustible. It's not a very big fishing kit. We've got a load of hooks. They've got 13 sitting on there, so I maybe think there's 13 hooks. There's spade hooks, so just bear that in mind if they come off. You've got to know how to tie the blood knot to put it on. And it's got some quite deep, thick line, but not long line. So you're going to have to use this in some sort of other method, probably to put the line out. And the sea, there's no weights on these, so you have to rely on your bait to actually put it on. So I'd probably recommend having a long line, going across a riverbank or an area and dropping it down and leaving the fish as a non-active type of fishing sort of system. I can't remember that word. You know, when you leave things and it just does it itself. That sort of fishing, so I've going to work on that. But we've got a way of catching food, haven't we? Right, next thing we have is the wire saw. So the wire saw, it just seems to be one of those standard sort of cheap wire saws. Not like with, let's put that in my pocket, with a normal ring pull sort of on there. So I've had these in the past, and I've actually ripped the wire from the grip, and I can't actually see the end of the wire coming through that. So I think with a lot of force it might come out. So when you try and do the old sawing method like this, I think it might break on you. So I might be tempted to build my big wire bow saw, which I've seen in a few other videos coming in the past. Then we've got a carabiner. So in a survival situation, would I really need a carabiner? I can't really see any sort of, unless I'm going to hoist up something on a tree, as I'm in bear country, or raccoons or wolverines. But I'm in the UK, I don't get any of that. So having a carabiner, maybe to put my wire saw onto myself, maybe attach something onto me so I don't want to lose it. So we've got it here. Every time I try to close it, it just doesn't really do itself up. So it's slightly off the line. It's not a weight bearing one whatsoever, and I can screw this screw all the way over as well. So just bear that in mind. But you do have a bit of a carabiner if you want to use it. Next we have inside, we have a torch. So mostly in the survival kits you get a little torch, don't you? A little button torch or LED torch. This one seems to be a fairly decent torch. We've got one LED inside there with a diffuser lens. Oh, and I think it has as well. I might be able to. Oh yes, you can, look. It moves up and down, so you can go from spotlight to things. There'll be some overlay footage on this how it works, because I don't have a battery out with me. I do believe it takes a AA, and it's light anyway, so what are you going to get out of seeing it in the daytime? Yeah, it seems to be a, I don't know actually, it seems to be a bit bigger than a AA. I'll put one in, it might work, but we'll see. It's a press button on and off. Yeah, we're currently on in Yarmouth. This is Braden Water just behind me. We've got Braden Bridge, which is just over there, and just come out here. It's just nice to do something different. My daughter's doing a gymnastics, like does 3 hours just over in the industrial estate, just over that way, and I thought 3 hours I can come out and do something really. So I thought I'd come and share you something, come share you a bit of the local Norfolk. I thought I'd just come and share you some of the local Norfolk environment, so you can have a look around. There'll be a bit of overlay footage just to see what we are. Right, but getting back into here. Right, next thing we have is a whistle. It's this aluminium whistle. It's got a storage compartment actually inside there, so you can put a bit of tinder here. Maybe if you got some cotton wool or some matches, you might want to put some of that inside of there. Quite a good high-pitched whistle, so it's good carry some good distance. Little key rings, you could put that in your key ring really, put it in your pocket around your lanyard over there. So nice little aluminium whistle. Then we've got a compass. So this compass, I've had a little play with it. You can see some overlay footage. It's got a red pointer, which I've come to work out now is actually pointing to south, where the silver one is pointing to north. I know that because I'm on the coast. I'm on the east coast of Great Britain in Norfolk, and the sea, I can see the sea where I'm sitting is over here, so I know I'm facing east. So when I'm actually pointing the compass, which is flowing all over the place, I mean it just doesn't stop. North is actually showing me to over here. You can see I've got my electronic compass on my phone, and you can see that at the same time as well. It's actually facing north, but there's no moving parts inside this, so you're going to have to eyeball it up. So you have to put your compass to north, which is just going round and round and round in circles at the moment. Once it's steady itself, you can then move yourself around and give yourself an eyeball of the general direction of where you're moving. But will I trust it? It's literally floating all over the place. It's nice. The size of it is the biggest compass I've seen yet in a survival kit, especially a cheap one. But does size really count in this instant? I've seen a lot better button compasses coming over. But what I do like though, in the fire and the combustion sort of thing, we've got some of these little fire boards. I've used these before, OEX does them. I've done a review of these to see how long they work. They do light with a ferro rod, and they do light with matches and that sort of, and they're quite good little fire starters. You'll see a little bit of overlay sort of coming over. They're not bad. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them inside the packet, so 6 nice decent fires. Right, then we've got a little survival card, which we see these all the time. Comes a little leather wallet, little card, ideas what to use, some things on here. The only cutting implement I can physically see is this one here, what says on the survival card, and it says you can cut. Yeah, so we're just, yeah, it is fairly sharp. It is cutting the card. Coming over, it's got a little bit of a saw. It's making a little bit of mark on the bench I'm sitting on, but I won't really use it too much. Other things from there, it's one of those sort of filler items really. It could be, but the last thing, one of the most impressive things I do like about this is I currently use a metal straw. I don't actually have a set of bellows, but it came with a set of fire bellows. Again, it's also got some instructions how to use it. It says, how long this one is. It says on the instructions how long it is. Collapsible, 16 centimeters when it's collapsed, and 77 centimeters when it's fully extended. So not a bad little one, really. You can get really far away from the fire. And just put it inside, but we open it up. We open it up, put it out. You see there, look at this, look. Nice big one. We get into there, nice small little bit here. There we go, I hear that. Come on. Nice fire bellows. I do like that. I'll be taking them out and probably using them in my normal kit instead of my metal straw from now on. It's just nice to get fire bellows. Right, so that is the kit, which is completely empty. It's got a nice sturdy box which you can put it inside. You could take the foam out and put some more stuff in there, but the foam does stop it rattling around. But there's one item missing in here, really, isn't there? There is no way of fire or combustion. Yes, when we're looking at the 5 C's, the top 5, one of the biggest ones is combustion. We've got tinder to keep us going. We've got a way to keep it going. Unless you know how to make friction fire, there's nothing really here. But the instructions did say how to use a flint and steel, and it's got the instructions how to use it. So looking at this flint and steel, either I've taken it out of this box, I've had it for over a year in the storage, either I've taken it out and forgot to put it back in if I used it for another video or training scenario, or this one didn't actually come with it. So I recommend that when you get these open, do open them up first, check inside them. If there is stuff missing, put it inside there, because if I went out, I'll now be relying on making a bow drill. In a survival situation, when something's really gone wrong, are you really going to be able to do that? Yeah, it's usually a disaster has happened, and there's no way around it of actually making friction fire most of the time in a proper survival situation. You might be injured, so you really want the stuff to hand, really. So I'll definitely check that. But so I will look at the picture. I'll look through my fire steels I've got at home. I've got loads and loads of them. Find one that matches it. I'll bung it inside here, and we'll take this out to the woods and give it a 24-hour test. Can I build shelter? Can I collect water? Actually, water. There's no way of filtrating water in any of this kit. I've got a plastic box. Worst case scenario, I could put this near the fire, but then I'm going to be getting some plastic fumes in it. So we've got fire, we've got warmth, we've got shelter, but really this is a get out of dodge kit, really, isn't it? So why put the wire saw in there and fishing hooks for sustainability where you can't actually have any water? Right, so I might have to adjust this little kit as well. Right, so that's it for now. We'll pack all this kit up. It's time to pick the daughter up from her gymnastics, and we'll get out in the woods in the next few days and give this a bit of a test. I might just bring a bottle of water on board with me. If not, if I don't have anything, something's going to happen. As I said in the last one, when people go out hiking and walking, they're usually going to have some sort of things with them anyway. They're not just going to have, you're not going to walk out just in a survival tin, really, are you? This is to back you up, or come put inside a car, and if you've got stuff around, is always going to help you at the same time as well. That's it. Just remember, it's better to be one with wilderness than to fight a struggle. In the next video, bye for now.